before you go.
Hi guys, good morning or evening or wherever you might be joining from, and welcome to a fresh episode of Nolly Reviews by BD. I'm Bo and
I'm D.
Alright, so we're gonna go straight into it. So today we're going to be reviewing a movie that is people have not really like engaged in the movie like we think people should. What do you
Yes,
think?
I agree. Like,
Yeah.
based on how we enjoyed this movie and how very relevant it is in our day-to-day life, I don't think it's getting the way that it should be getting.
Yeah, I agree. So we're not going to waste your time. We're going to just go straight into it and tell you what movie we're talking about. So this is a faith-based movie, and it's called Alpha.
Yes.
Alpha. It's amazing, like so amazing. And this movie features Stan Inze, Blessing Obasi Inze, and King, and a host of other amazing Nollywood actors. Do you want to tell us about like what you remember about the movie and like some top?
So I actually started the movie like maybe 10 minutes into the movie, and oh my goodness, I was glued to the TV from the beginning to the end. And since it was very late, I'm really surprised that I stayed up to maybe about 2 a.m. watching the movie. It's quite long, but it was worth every moment. So some of the highlights for me was just good acting. Like all the characters brought they're actually good actors and actresses that we like already. So they brought that A game on. I didn't see any scene dragging on usually or unnecessarily
long.
Yes, I really did enjoy almost every scene of the movie.
Okay, so we don't want to give too much spoilers. That's what we're trying to speak in code, but we're still going to like tell you guys a little bit about the movie. So of course we're reviewing, so there has to be some spoilers, right? I think we should actually tell you guys a bit of the whole story before I start telling you my best part. So I'm ahead of myself, right? So guys, Alpha, who is the main character of the movie, is this man of God. He became a Christian, but he had a very bad past. He had a past that was so bad that people lost their lives in the process. That's how bad his past was. But now, of course, everybody has a past. So just like every Christian who is now in the faith has a past. Alpha had a past, but he has changed. Now he's married, he has a beautiful wife, he has a daughter, and his church is growing and he's happy. But then his past comes to confront him, and that's where like the whole movie became like sweet and everything. Because I guess one of the like stories or like the lessons from the movie is just how even when whatever we do in our past can come haunting, even when we change, right? So since I've like summarized the movie, you can tell us about like your best scene. Then I'll tell you guys my best scene.
I'm trying to think. I think
you had many.
Yes, I think one scene I would say that is coming to mind now. Like I said, there's so many scenes I really enjoyed. Was the fact that like when we do stuff, sometimes we don't even remember. Is the person that you did that thing that I remember. 100%. Because when his past confronted him, he had no idea. He didn't see it coming. He had no idea where that was coming from, at least initially.
Yes.
So that's one of the scenes, like when he first met with a confrontation of his past. So that was like a wow moment for me. I will not say more than what I said. Like,
so I think just to circle back on her own best like moment, that's kind of related to my best moment. So for me too, it was a time like when his past had come to hit him like a brick. His flock kind of literally scattered. Like that's his church, right? So people that he had like depended on, people that he had called like, this is my right hand man, these are my people, these are my ride or die, my community. Everybody started going one after the other. So there was this scene, right, where he was like in his room, and then he was asking God like, why have you forsaken me? But guys, it was the way he said it, because he spoke in his Igbo language. Like he said it like 3 times or 4 times, like, why have you forsaken me? And like with every time he said it, there was like a different emotion that he expressed. Like I was like, people, they act like that's like one of my best moments. Like it really touched the core of my soul. Like when he was saying, God, why have you forsaken me? and he said it so softly, like, why have you forsaken me? Because I think in his mind he didn't assume, because the person that came back to tell him about the past he did was, I think, over 13 years. So like, it was like 13 years later, or like a very long time. So I'm sure in his mind he's like, I've moved on, things are good now, my church is growing, well, blossoming, and then life just came and hit him like a whip. But yeah, that was like one of my best scenes when he broke down, just like, saying, God, why have you forsaken me? Why have you forsaken me? Yeah, that was really touching one.
Just you talking about the movie is actually honestly giving me some goosebumps, some goosebumps right now. So, but another thing I would say, without just giving you too much information about the movie, was just like an importance of marrying, because like we said, it's a faith-based movie.
Yeah.
An importance of marrying someone that shares your faith.
Oh, that's like, really good.
There was this scene that his wife prayed for him when he was discouraged.
Oh yeah, that's my
really goodness! You need really people like that in your circle.
Oh my goodness!
Whether that be a spouse, or a friend, or a sibling. But she poured her heart. You can see that she's in this with him.
With him, yes.
So that was like another scene, like that really grabbed my heart. Like the importance of having like the right people in your circle.
100%. Yeah, that was really, really good. Okay, now I just remembered one.
There's just too many things.
But let's move on to another thing. What was something in the movie that you see was like, what would you say like hit you like you did not see this one coming in the movie? Like when it happened, you're like, Jesus, could this get any worse? Like could this get any worse? What would you say?
So I'm gonna try my best not to, because I know I don't like spoilers, so I'm trying to consider people like are like me. Some people don't really care; they will watch the movie regardless.
Yeah.
But for me, there was this thing that I did not see that coming. I'm someone that believes that sometimes that, of course, our sins are forgiving. God is forgiving and loving, and a lot of things, truthfully, we do get away with it. It's like messing with spirit, but sometimes, honestly, there are consequences. For your actions.
That's
and then you might not even be the one that pays, because I didn't see that thing coming. So I'm just not going to say more. I want to leave that suspense
there. Yeah.
Because we love Nollywood so much, and we can tell a lot of scripts, and you can get us. You kind of see what will happen most times in most movies. But that one I personally did not see coming.
Yeah. I think for me, to be honest, I kind of saw it coming, but it still hits me. I don't know how to explain. You know how you are like, you are hoping it doesn't happen. That's kind of how it was for me. Like I kind of saw it coming, but I was like, let this not be what I'm thinking is going to be. So yeah, that's where I can agree to an extent that I didn't see it coming, but then a part of me was like, oh my goodness, if this thing happens, like it's going to break this guy, and it actually happened, guys. But what we'll just tell you is that what happened in that scene was just a pointer that sometimes when we do bad, when we do things that we are not proud of, sometimes someone else that we love, someone else, loved ones that we hold dear, end up paying those mistakes or those things that we might have done, those actions that we might have done. So I think just to wrap up, because we could go on and on and on, but just trying to keep it brief, keep it short, and keep you guys in suspense, so you guys can be like, what was that movie? I want to go and see it for myself. So what will you rate the movie on the scale of 1 to 10?
Honestly, I would say, just because nothing is perfect, I would give it a 9.5.
Okay.
And that's just because I won't change anything in the movie, but most times I pay attention mostly to the storyline, and then acting and scenes.
Yeah.
Somewhat to music. I think B is the so the music was good and everything. Everything was on point.
The music, oh my goodness.
I would say
that soundtrack.
Yes. I'll give it 9.5.
Yeah, just reminded me about the music.
Yeah, to 9.7, because honestly there was hardly anything I would have written differently if I was the writer.
I agree. So me, I'm a little bit of a stricter like scorer, but that's just my personality. So I'll give it a 9. But yes, I agree, it was really good. And the only reason why I'm giving it a 9 is because I feel like it was slightly a little bit long, but that doesn't take anything from anything. If anything, the reason why I'm also giving it a 9 is because there are many Nollywood movies we watch, and she can attest to it, that they are unnecessarily long. Like we finished watching the movie and we're like, this thing could have been done in like an hour. Like, why did they waste our time? But this one, even though it was long, it came together beautifully. So at the end of the movie, I could see why they took their time to build the plot, to build the story, and how it ended, like how the movie ended. So that's the only reason why I'm giving it a 9. But guys, the soundtrack, the music in the movie was another like highlight of the movie. Guys, everything together, if you put everything together, it was a beautiful, it was a well written, well executed script, if I'll say so myself.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, so any like last words as we're wrapping up about the movie, or about the cast themselves, or any other thing that you'd like to share with the audience?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Of course, I will just say go watch it. Make sure you watch it. It's one of the movies that I've shared with friends, with colleagues, with co-workers, so they can at least watch. And I know that a few of them have also shared it, with others. So please go watch it.
Yeah, I think I'll say the same. And then if there are people on here who have watched Alpha 2, please drop your thoughts in the comment section. What did you think about the movie? What was your highlight? What was your like the best scenes for you, or like the scenes that you didn't see coming? Try not to give spoilers so that other people can go and watch it and they're like, there it goes there, I don't want to watch it anymore. Just try talk about the story, use the characters names if possible, rather than saying Blessing or Stan, so that people can go watch it themselves. But yeah, apart from that, it was really good. It was really good. So guys, thank you guys for staying tuned and watching. Please share this video, like, subscribe, and don't tell a friend. Say, hey guys, there's a new team on the block. Right? Nolly Reviews by BD, and trust me, we'll be bringing you premium reviews, because we used to watch Nollywood. We used to watch. We were one of the top. If they could do like how YouTube is doing raps. If they could do, what are the top movies we watch? We watch movies at like almost on a very frequently. So we'll tell you we've watched them all, at least most of them. So trust it. Take it from us. Take the reviews from us, from the people who actually sit down to watch the movie. Okay, so I won't say more than this.
So I would want to say that, if there's any other movie you want us to review for you, hey, we will gladly do that.
Yes,
also.
any Nollywood movie, yes. And if you haven't watched it, we'll definitely watch it and review for you guys and let you know whether is this worth watching, or guys, just don't waste your time. All right, thank you so much, guys. See you on our next episode of Nolly Reviews by BD. Ciao.
Bye.